Hi, I'm Mark Richmond from Chef Knives to Go. We're going to do a little demonstration on how to glue up a handle, wah handle on a knife. There's actually two parts to this. We're going to do the latter part first. Part one is fitting the tang into the handle, which is subject of another video. But this, once you have it fit into the handle the way you like it, we usually epoxy it. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So take it away, Josh. Show us what you do.
So the first thing, once you have the handle fit to your liking, you make sure it's all square and straight. What I like to do is take some George's Clubhouse wax, or you can use Carnauba wax, whatever you want. Just put a little bit on the handle. This helps the epoxy from sticking to it. And then also just a little bit on the knife itself, on the exposed part of the tang. So once you do that, I typically put a little bit of epoxy into the handle itself. And this is the 3M Scotch Weld. The tight bond epoxies, 5 minute, those work well. Also, you can get them at the hardware store. So then to get the handle to seat properly, what I typically do is I just hold the knife and then gently tap the bottom of the handle with a piece of wood. Then once you get that into where you like it, again check to make sure that it's straight, that the spine is straight with the knife itself. And then just cap it off on the top with a little more epoxy.
This is the reason he waxed the top of the ferrule, so that when we put a glob of the epoxy on top, we can peel it off easily once it dries, and it dries fast.
So then typically once I have the epoxy on the top for the cap, let it sit for a minute, because you get some off-gassing, some air coming out of the handle and bubbles in there, and you'll want to fill those in again. These are some that I've already done. They look pretty good, but what you can do is just put a little more epoxy on them and then just let them set. That's it.
The other thing about this epoxy that we're using, it usually sets up in 5-10 minutes, but it doesn't get completely hard until usually the next day. So just know that when you're using it, just set it up and let it sit for a while, and should be fine. And the last step that we're not going to do here is we're going to just peel off that top layer of epoxy, and then it'll be done. That's it. I'm Mark Richmond. Stay sharp.